I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic, better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone, I'm bad to the bone. Eating up these pig skins like they chicharrones. And you a douche cabron. Mira, mira at the mirror on the wall. I'm the greatest of them all. They gon' put me in the hall. Your name is only written in a bathroom stall. Quit your stalling and make a play. My drive too long, pop the clutch, I don't pump the brakes. I know what it takes to gain the muscle, get rugged. These butterfingers be fumbling, squash a scrimmage and rub it in Robitussin. How I give them concussion, they seeing double, they rushing and pass the shovel, the dirt and rubble, I bury them under it. Stay in your huddle and get 10 yards back, never turn your back. I'ma pull your flag, I go full contact, out punch, out kick like a shotgun blast on one out snap. It's a fact that I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, calling audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the...
What's good, Coast Nation? Welcome back to a new episode of the Horseshoe Mile Podcast. And it's good to be back, fresh off a bye week. And during our bye week, we saw two teams pass us in the standings in the AFC. It's the Patriots and the Broncos. So we got to get it back in blood to get back to that top seed. But before we get into this episode, let's go ahead and introduce the guys that is on this panel, starting with the guy at top, Reese. What is good, my guy?
We are back. Bye week is over. Hope everyone enjoyed it. It's time to get down to business.
It is time to business. Speaking of business, what is good with you, Austin, father to be?
What's up? Happy to be back. Good bye week. But ready to watch more Colts football.
Yes, sir. Before we get into this coach football, I know you're about to be a family guy. How's everything going so far with this, trimester and everything going?
Everything's going good. Every doctor's appointment's going good. Everything looks great. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, like the guy said, the bye week is over, and now we gotta get to business. The business is what's in front of us, and it's this team that's everybody love to hate, but they've been winning. And it's the Chiefs, guys. So, are you concerned? Is there any concerns about the Chiefs? I know in the regular season we do well against this team, but this team is right here. This team is possibly playing for a playoff spot. So, how you feeling about this game coming up, guys?
I said before the bye week, you never want to play a desperate football team. Right? Like we've done this already this year, right? And here we go again. We're playing another desperate football team. What I want to see this week is what did we learn from the last time we played a desperate football team? But then how do we implement that after a bye week this time, right? You get an extra week to prepare. You get some health back. I think it's going to be a really good game. And I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. So we'll see what this team has learned. I'll be very interested to see how we've adjusted since the bye.
Austin, where you at with this?
yeah, I mean, like he said, the Chiefs are coming off a tough loss to Denver. And they're fighting for a playoff spot essentially. Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. He can still make crazy plays. Andy Reid's still a good coach. They still got good guys on defense. It's not a bad team. It's just they're not playing how we're used to them playing. So, but they're desperate and they need this win. So I agree. It's going to be a good game, probably a shootout. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, when you guys mentioned how this could turn into a playoff game in Week 12, it concerns me for us how they will play and how we respond of how they play. Because the last time we did this was against the Steelers in enemy territory, and we played bad. We still lost by 7, but we had 5 turnovers. got sacked 5 times, pressured a lot. It's just an ugly game, and an ugly loss. So, like Harish said, how do we respond? After having that, early loss in the season, and then you got the Rams loss that was ugly as well. So, how do we respond uh, to teams that are fighting for position, fighting for spots uh, in the playoff? And then, right now you have Denver possibly winning that division. The other teams are, pretty. Oh well, you got the Raiders, you got who else? Chargers. So I mean, it's it's a bloodbath over there in their division. So and the Chiefs just sometimes usually always come out on top. So but right now we're standing their way, for us AFC wise. So uh, yeah, I got a feeling that, like I said, it's gonna be a high scoring game. Everybody's gonna put out is gonna bring out all the stops. They're gonna have everything. They're gonna throw out everything for us on offense and also on defense. They're gonna be pretty much getting their guys like Chris Jones and linebacker and then cornerback safety. They're gonna have those guys all over the field to make sure that they come out victorious. But we got to respond to those adjustments that we seek from them because they're gonna bring their A game. But we got to do the same thing. So we got some comments. Teresa said, "Hey guys, so hey, you missed. Yeah, last night we had to make some adjustments, so we switched it to tonight. But we'll be back to our normal Tuesdays starting next week. So just have to make some things change some things. But okay, but it's always good that you choose us over everything. It's always Colts over all. So we appreciate that your support. Uh, and I don't want to talk about college because I'm disappointed in Saturday. So I want to cry.
Me too. I think I've joined the Austin realm of disappointment.
Yeah, man. But yeah, let's get into this episode. Let's talk about sponsorship and starting with the fanbattlesports.com, where you can find us on Substack. You can subscribe to the network. You can see all the past episodes. You can see the articles that was been written, and you will see merchandise coming soon that you can support the brand, the Horseshoe brand at that. So we appreciate the support, but you can catch all that on fanbattlesports.com. And some NFL news that are I've seen uh, across the NFL, starting with Shadur Sanders going to be starting on Sunday. He had a bad half against the Ravens, but the Ravens got a great defense. So, but now he'll be starting against the Raiders week 12. I think another one was interesting to me was Cam Scatterboot at WWE and what he was the activities that he had in that event. You guys saw that? Where everybody
Yeah, what was this?
Cam Scatterboot on Monday. He was on Monday Night Raw, and he was doing some things that questioned, a lot of the media and NFL world where he's pushing the wrestlers back, and things could have happened since he's out for the year. But that did concern me as well because for a guy that in his rookie season, his season ended pretty quick to be at an event and could have injured himself and stuff like that.
Oh, did he injure himself, or they're saying that he could have?
He could have with
Oh,
the pushback with Dominic Mysterio and other wrestlers. They were saying that it wasn't a popular thing to do, being that he's recovered from his ACL. ACL, right?
I like broke his ankle, right?
Yeah, broke something. Yeah, broke something like this. So,
So I got a question. All he did was push somebody.
they were saying how the way he pushed, things could have happened because it was like, of course, it's fake, but
So, Cam, you know what, Cam? The Giants suck as an organization anyway. Go live your life, man. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Like, oh yeah, we didn't like the way that you pushed off with the middle of your foot. It could have actually hurt your ankle. Next time, we need you to push off with the front of your foot. This is so stupid. Like, why is this? Why is this news? This is dumb. Sorry, this is just dumb. I don't. Yeah, that's how I feel about that.
yeah, it's all good. And then some other news that I saw that the Jags will continue to employ Travis Hunter the same way for us on offense and on defense. Nothing new here. Uh, Brissett completed 47 passes on Sunday. That is an NFL record. I think he threw the ball
Really?
57 times. Yeah.
He threw the ball 47 times. That's a record.
He threw the
He
ball 57
completed
times.
47.
Oh,
Completed.
completed. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
No.
It lost, but still.
Dang, Brissett like completed 427 passes for us. Dang, that's insane. That's what's up. Hey, go Jacoby.
You complete 47 of 57. That is, man, 58 or whatever. That's insane.
That's insane. Like, what is that percentage?
But 90.
81%, 47 to 58. That's
Yeah.
insane. Oh wow.
You see how
Okay.
much what was the percentage?
81.3.
Man, that's pretty high.
That's for 57 balls that he threw. That's awesome.
And then you had Brandon Cooks for the Saints. He asked for release, and they granted his release. So now he can play for had opportunity to play for a contending team, not the Raiders like Tyler Lockett did. And OBJ being reinstated, and he could help a team like the Titans, who is without their starting receiver Calvin Ridley, who is out for the season now. And this is another news that we've seen that touched us as fans because he was on the coast. But Juju Brents is out for the season. He is a cornerback for the Miami Dolphins. He signed with them in the offseason, and now his season ends once again. I think he's been out every year since he's been in the league, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's just had unfortunate injuries.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. The guy been out every year since he's been in the league, every single year. I don't get it.
Yeah, that sucks. I felt for the guy, but hey, I mean, some bodies just don't recover the same way. So, well, hopefully he stays healthy, man. I mean, hopefully he can get healthy because that sucks. Because I do think he had a lot of potential.
Yeah,
We
and he's
appreciate
playing
it.
well. He was
Yeah.
playing well for the Dolphins, and then
Oh yeah,
just got hurt again.
most definitely. He had a decent season up until the injury, and that's
How
been
many games
for
did he
us.
play for them?
Huh?
How
I
many
just
games
know
did he
that
play?
last game he was playing well. I
No.
didn't see how long he played.
I think he played every game since we won against us. I think. Don't quote me on that.
We released him that long ago?
Yeah, he was
He
released.
released in the off season.
Yeah,
Oh, we did. That's right.
yeah, cut down. He was,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. He didn't make the cut. That's right. Dang. Why do I feel like we released him recently? I don't know why I felt that. I don't know.
yeah, it's tough. Teresa want to let us know that she's been sending views to us, so we appreciate that. Thank you, Teresa. It's always good
Appreciate it.
to have your support and the rest of the fans that are viewing on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, you name it. Appreciate your support, all your viewership. But let's get into this great news that we received today. I'm glad we came on today instead of yesterday because we got Jadarius Ward and we got Jalen Carlisle back. He officially was designated to practice today, and they got the 21-day open for return to football action. And then coach brought back a familiar face, George Odom, to the practice squad. How are we feeling about the return of these two guys to the lineup on defense? Austin, go ahead and go with it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Ward is a CB1 for us. Having him and Sauce, as long as he's actually back. But today he was a full participant in practice, so you think it's trending to where he will be available for Sunday. But anytime you have people like him and Sauce on both sides of the defense, that's what we wanted since we got Sauce. And then Carlisle just brings more depth. We picked up Pratt, which is good, but it's always good to have depth, especially when people think that our linebacker group is one of our most needed help group. So getting someone like him back and healthy will definitely help as well.
Speaking of help, what you think about that, Harish? Having Carlisle's back and adding more depth to a linebacker group. And also having CB1A or B, however you twist it, it's still, a lockdown corner for this much needed matchup coming up Sunday.
Yeah, very excited. Look, getting Charvarius back specifically for the back end of this defense is going to be vital in this matchup specifically. You got a lot of speed on the. Listen, you have a lot of speed on the Chiefs Chiefs team, obviously with Xavier, but the size of this secondary helps combat that speed, right? So if you watch Denver against this team on Sunday, one of the things I watched was like the physicality of the Denver DBs versus those Chiefs wide receivers, and I thought they played extremely well. And I think if Ward does come back between him and Sauce, I think we're gonna do really really well against those guys. And so yeah, I'm very very important to get him back. I think we underestimate the importance of Carlisle to this linebacking core. His speed and his ability to pass pro, because it is something that Zaire Franklin still cannot do for the life of him, right? So the ability for Carlisle to be better in pass defense is huge for this team. Again, in a week where the Chiefs are going to use their tight ends a lot, especially 85-year-old Travis Kelce. Like it's gonna be important that you have a guy that can tackle it in space, and I think Carlisle helps bring that and allows us to have this guy swarm to the ball. So very very important. More, I think obviously Ward is important, but I think getting Carlisle, I totally forgot about Carlisle being back. Potentially, like he's to me even more important.
I agree. He was one of the guys we were looking forward to having a big year in year 2 before the injury. That's why we had to go through all those linebackers that we picked up. And I think the other linebacker we got from Wisconsin that we drafted would have had an impact as well. So having Pratt, another veteran, as Zaire, the linebacker's been okay. It ain't been too bad. But like you said, he's been he'd be very instrumental for this defense. Ward, we know what he can bring. I know that he posted on Monday or whatever it was. It was very hard to read. He's definitely going through it. Losing, I think it's with his anniversary of his daughter's death or her birthday, something like that, her birthday or whatever it was. And so my hearts go out to him and his family. It's big in football to me. But as far as football, what he brings to this team, we definitely miss him these past couple of weeks. Shout out to Mekhi Blackman. Shout out to Jonathan Edwards. All those guys that stepped in the absence of him. They did well. But to have the reinforcements back, to definitely help us in this game coming up and in the other games. Because after that you got the Texans and then you got Jacksonville. So you got Seattle, then Jacksonville, something like that. So you got a lot of teams that have a lot of weapons coming up on your schedule where you need both your lockdown corners coming up. And Teresa brought this up too. I saw this on Sunday. Oh man, this is Was it Sunday or was it Sunday morning? What? Thursday
I think they played Thursday
last week. Oh yes, yeah, Thursday night last week. My heart was broken. My heart was broken with this. I tried to defend this guy, and I know you have too, Harish. Drop passes after drop passes after drop passes, and it kind of makes Chris Ballard look good in this trade. Kind of.
His route running was really good. He was getting open
good.
against good defenders, but
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
couldn't finish, which is what we saw in year 1 as well.
Hey, he's still struggling, man. Like I hope he can figure it out, man, because he's just so talented. But again, he's 22 years old, so I'm not. He's not going to be a problem. Like he probably can't work for us because we're at a point where we've got a lot of guys that can catch the ball, and so we don't need him, which sucks to say because I really wanted him to work out well. But He's going to go work out for some young team, a team that can find him a quarterback that will help him grow and develop. And if he takes it seriously over the next 2 years, look, 2 years from now, we'll talk about how A.D. Mitchell is one of the best wide receivers in the league, because I do think he has that potential.
Well, and I was one of the ones that thought the same until Sunday, where he had the opportunity to be wide receiver 1 with Garrett Wilson out, being one of the only targets that Justin Fields, he was a bust. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Justin Fields is a bust. He had some nice placement balls, and he dropped them. And I was like, I can't. What can I say? I mean, yeah, he is young. How can I defend this guy? And he continued to let us down. And then you see the NY network media is cooking them. I was like, it's even worse in New York than it is here. It's even worse.
That's a tough market, man. That is a market you do not want to piss off.
No.
They will eat you alive.
Look what Carl Anthony Towns is dealing with. He is getting hammered for his performance in New York. So yeah, I hope everything does well for him in his future. Hopefully he can get those things cleaned up. He has a lot of opportunities, unless New York decide to cut him in the offseason. So feel bad for Ward. Yes, that's tough. It is tough to lose a kid. I think she was like 2 years old. Hey, he old, but I you still got to defend that guy. He always get open. What he did against the Broncos, it lets me know that he can do that against any defense, and our defense struggle with tight ends always. Oh yeah,
talking about Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
man. Obviously, I said he was 85, but he has 631 receiving yards this year. Like, he's still getting it done, man. That's crazy.
You said 600, right?
631. He's got 16 more. He's got 16 more yards, or 14 more yards and one more touchdown than Tyler Warren. Same amount of receptions. They both have 50.
He said Chris Wormley could help. Yeah, the defensive tackle. We definitely. I thought they were gonna get the guy Sanders, but we got beat out. I can't remember what team he went to. I think he went to the Jets.
The Jets, yeah. So he just wanted more money, I think.
Yeah, but Wormley. Hopefully he does well. Be a plug and play guy in the middle, because losing DeForest Buckner definitely hurts. And I think this is his first week starting, right? Missing or last week against the.
Yeah, he didn't play last week.
Well, so how many weeks?
The week before.
Left?
Huh?
You got 3 weeks left. If you including the bye week, or you not including the bye week?
I'm pretty sure the bye week's not included. I thought it was, but I think it's 3 more games.
I read up on this. It's games, not weeks.
Okay. So
I think they specifically call out games, not weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was weeks.
I did too.
Since this week.
We're so close. I was like, oh, sweet. Only 2 more weeks, or 1 more week, or whatever it was.
Yeah. I mean, just hope that he can come back after these 4 games.
Yeah. What was it? So he's already missed 1, right?
Yeah, he missed 1 game. He wasn't in Berlin.
So he would be eligible to return on the 14th versus the Seahawks. So basically, he's starting the last 4 games of the season.
Yeah.
Assuming he comes back,
hope he can get healthy and get back.
So, which that's a big stretch, right? Like, if we don't win at Jacksonville, there is still a very real chance CJ Stroud, and I don't want to look ahead, CJ Stroud doesn't play next week, because he's out again this week too.
You know how that goes. They said that he's expected to be back against us. I knew that was coming.
Of course.
I knew that was coming.
Well, hopefully his line is expected to block next week, because I just don't think that. I mean, obviously we'll talk about that game next week. That's just not a very good football team.
My concern is the Texans' defense. The offense is struggling right now with this offensive coordinator. So,
I wanted to go. Yeah, we'll look into the Texans next week, but I'm curious, like, who they've faced and like what their rankings are, like, defensively. Like, they're a top 5 run defense, right? But they haven't played any good running games.
And
The
when
only
they
good running
did,
game they faced was Seattle, right?
I mean, I would say Ravens, but they didn't have a quarterback.
But the Ravens were starting like Joe at quarterback, right? So,
Who else? The Niners were hurt. So CC, I don't know if he played CMC, but yeah, they don't. Who else you mentioned? Seattle.
so Seattle's the best run game they faced. They gave up 120 yards to Seattle. So, I mean, that's the best running team they've played all year. I don't know how good the Rams are. But even the Rams, I don't think they ran the ball very well. Yeah, I mean, they haven't really played a run game that's as prolific as ours, and they really, run blocking wise, like the best running team they've played was the Buccaneers, as far as like running grades go, right? And the Buccaneers, let's see, the Buccaneers ran for. Obviously, I'm looking ahead of time, but the Buccaneers only ran for 84 yards. Yeah, I think this is that game is going to be a different challenge for Houston.
Yeah.
Well, but we'll worry about that next year.
She said she don't trust the kicker. Yeah, we get into that. Well, Matt Gay got released. That's another news. I didn't think about that either. What do you expect? You know, he got released from us. He got released from the Rams. All the above. So, yeah, he's without a job right now. So let's get into this Chiefs week. And this is a very important week for also the Chiefs, who are, I think, on a 2-game losing streak. They're 5-5. They're at home. They have a team that's 8-2, third in the AFC. Still, no positions are on lock yet. Got a great quarterback over there in Kansas, and then you got us having Daniel Jones. So, what do you guys expect in this coach week? And I'll let Harish go ahead and start.
Some way, somehow, I would expect the Chiefs to try to control the clock in this game. Like, some way, somehow, they're going to try to run the ball and kind of do what the Steelers did against us, right? Run the ball a lot, and then defensively throw a lot of blitzes at Daniel Jones, because those are like the two weakest parts of our team right now, right?
Mhm.
The run game isn't, but offensively, like Daniel Jones' ability to get the ball out on blitzes and hold on to the ball. They're going to try to force a lot of turnovers and get short fields. And so I'm very, very interested in seeing early on in this game how we handle pressure. Not pressure from like a pressure standpoint, but like when Kansas City brings the blitz, right? Like, how do we handle that? That's what I'm interested in seeing early on in this game. Because if Kansas City brings the blitz and we either catch them, right? We're able to stop the blitz, or B, Daniel Jones makes the right call and he gets rid of the ball, or he throws the ball in the dirt like he's supposed to. If those two things happen, I think Kansas City's cooked, because they don't have the back end that we're used to seeing. They have Trent McDuffie, right, as their best corner.
Yeah.
But like from a pass defense perspective, from a coverage perspective, they've been god awful in pass defense the last 6 weeks of the season. Like they've been horrible in pass defense.
They let with Troy Franklin cook them, right? The receiver out of
Troy Franklin. Yeah, they were rated a 62.7 last week. And they essentially graded out. You said Troy Franklin, right? Let me check here. Graded out receiving Troy Franklin. Yeah, they gave up almost 300 yards passing. On
That's a hell of a lot.
Completion percentage, but 300 yards passing. Bo Nix was 65%. So, and it's not. Listen, it's not like the Denver receiving core is world beaters, right? Like, they're not a very good receiving core, right? Pat Bryant cooked him, 5 receptions for 82 yards. And this is a Denver offense that didn't score any touchdowns, right? They on in the air in the air anyway. All their touchdowns came. They had 1 rushing touchdown. They only ran the ball for 59 yards, but that's not a run defense that or a run or an offensive line that run blocks better than ours. But that's what I'm looking for early is how does this team handle the pressure of a blitzing. I think it's going to be a blitz happy Kansas City defense just to be able to just because that's the weakest part of the offense right now.
Okay. And so for the coast defensive side, Austin, how do we match up with a quarterback that's as great as Pat Mahomes is, and like you said, head coach as he can go down as best head coach in the NFL. And we know we got Bill Belichick, but Andy Reid is in that in that tier as Bill Belichick. And then you have the weapons. You got Rasheed Rice, Juju. You have I think it's Thornton. And you have Xavier Worthy, who's pretty fast. I think he is the fastest receiver in the league. And then you got Travis Kelsey, Pacheco. I mean, they got Kareem Hunt. They got a slew of weapons on the offensive side. How do our defense match up on that offense? This I think average. I think they're with top 5 in points scored. I can't remember. I think it's with almost close to 30. They scored. They only scored 18 last week, but I think they are top 5 in scoring. So, how do our defense match up with this deadly high-powered offense?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they have a lot of different weapons. Great head coach, great quarterback. I think Harish said they're gonna blitz a lot. I feel like if Ward plays, we're also gonna blitz a lot because we want to get to Pat Mahomes, and we can play more man to man with Ward and then Sauce on the other side, and obviously Kenny Moore. Um, so I think if we blitz and we actually pressure Mahomes and actually get to him, that's one way to definitely stop him from beating us on by himself. Um, just can't give up big plays. Got to make them beat us. Uh, can't let Kelsey run all over us. Hopefully, if Carlisle, Carly, whatever is in and plays, he can help cover the tight end because, like you said, the tight ends have been beating us. They score on us almost every week. Um, so I think if we blitz and we get to Mahomes and don't just let him have one of his amazing games, uh, I think we can definitely win this game.
He's definitely going to have a good game because that's who he is.
Yep.
That's him. It's just they're eliminating a bunch of them. Eliminate those big chunk plays. Because they're going to throw a lot of intermediate routes, so short dink and dunk routes because they got fast. They got fast guys on the outside. Pacheco is fast as well in the run game, and pass game. So defense got to keep our eye out on all those weapons. We got the cornerbacks. You heard me? We got the cornerbacks. We haven't had that. I've never said that in so long. We got cornerbacks. We have the cornerbacks that can defend those guys. Sauce Gardner can defend whoever, Rice or Worthy. And then Ward get the other guy. It don't matter however you do it. They're probably going to implement the same thing that the Falcons did and put guys, move guys around away from Sauce, but then you still got Ward. You still got to keep him
Yeah,
on.
yeah, but it's harder because like they could do that because we had Blattman on the other side, but then now we have Sauce and Ward. So if you move them around, we still got guys.
Yeah, I mean they probably try to pick on see where Ward is because he's been out for 4 weeks, so they probably see where he's at. But you always
Yeah,
try your
I
luck.
mean you can try to pick on either one of them.
You
I
could
like our
try.
chances.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like Ward had like a physical injury, right? He had a head injury,
yeah.
right? So unless he like forgot how to cover or forgot what football was, like he's physically going to be okay. So I like Austin said, man, good luck. Like
Yeah.
pick your poison, right? And I know Lou says we're gonna have to mix up coverages and blitz. I think you can play cover two over the top and play man to man underneath with those two corners, and you can do all sorts of crazy stuff with everybody else. I would expect corner blitzes. I would expect like random linebacker, like bringing the house, and put those guys on an island. Again, it's not mine is Xavier Worthy. It's not like they have like killer receivers. They don't. Like they just don't. Like who are we worried about? Like is Juju Smith-Schuster all of a sudden playing Corvette?
I didn't
Yeah,
mention Brown, but yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Thornton's fast, but he's not
yeah,
he's
but they
not
don't throw
amazing.
yeah, they really don't throw the ball to Thornton. And like I just looked at it. The last time they threw the ball to Thornton or like and I know they don't throw the ball. Is it Zay Thornton?
I can't remember.
Uh,
Two of them.
Starts with a T, I think.
I can't remember.
I could be wrong.
Thornton. I know they don't throw the ball out to Thornton anymore because I pick him up in prize picks and he cooks me. It's literally like he needs one catch and they don't throw him the ball. So I think he was used a lot earlier in the season just because of the injuries they had. But for the most part, like they don't really throw him the ball, so I'm not really worried about him. Let's see, Tyquan Thornton, right?
Yeah.
So he's got 29 targets this year in 10 games,
And well, yeah. 11.
and 300 yards.
And wait, 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns.
3.
One
But
thing,
yeah,
and one thing that we haven't mentioned is that the understanding of Lou Anarumo have on his offense that the Chiefs possess. Lou has seen this offense for so many years. I think he had success and went to the Super Bowl from beating them.
Yep.
Well, he only beat them once, right? Only beat them once. The only team.
He beat him once.
So yeah,
He beat him in 2020. Was that 2022? 2021? Something like that.
One of those years. So he has some success against this offense, and so you're going to get young guys like Latu. That's what Teresa's saying. Get Latu, get Quiddy Pay involved. I don't know about Tyquan Lewis. He didn't practice today, and we don't know what Sam Ebukam will be available or not. But we need to get all our guys available for the showdown. It's going to be a dog fight.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and like Chris Ballard would say,
but we like the group we have.
But for the first time ever, like in like 8 years, like I actually agree. Like I agree with Chris Ballard. I do like the guys we have. Like honestly, I really do. I really like this team and the makeup of this team.
Yes.
I think it's finally come together. And like now that Ward is back, now you have Sauce, like guys like Edwards on the back end, are guys like even Jalen Jones. Like these are true depth pieces now, right? Where you don't need them to play every play, but if they play like 10 or 15 snaps a game, they're really, really good at those 10 or 15 snaps. And you got a really good secondary.
And then you add, you add George Odom for this game as well, because we know the Chiefs have a good special teams. So you add a guy that
special teams,
and all pro and special team for us. So that's a good addition as well too. So I mean, this team, like you said, for the first time in how many years? 9 years, 8 years.
Might even be the first time ever, right?
First time ever.
Have you guys ever felt like Chris Ballard top to bottom has like a great roster?
It's been a long time, man.
2018.
I mean,
Andrew Luck last year.
You said
Yeah, I think we would have had a good team the year Andrew Luck retired.
18.
Yeah. The year Andrew Luck didn't play. The year after the playoff season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that roster was really good for sure.
So yeah, that's been years.
That could have been a Super Bowl team, man. That roster was very good.
So yeah, for him to say that, if he would say that now, it makes sense now
Mhm.
because you got depth.
He
You
was just
truly have
predicting
depth.
the future.
Huh?
He was just predicting the future.
Oh,
Yeah.
9 years ago it was.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. It's like, hey, you guys, I'll make you guys suffer for 9 years, but don't worry. In 2025,
I got you.
Mr. Ursay will be gone, and the Ursay daughters got you guys, and it's gonna be the most magical season you've ever seen.
The Ursay daughters actually said, "Fuck those picks." I like
Finally,
the quote she said. It was like, "Hey, are you gonna band-aid it or rip it off?" And
yeah, finally,
yeah,
finally,
but we all said that. That's what we needed. I mean, I love Jim Irsay. I love Jim Irsay. I do love him. I love what these daughters are bringing.
yeah,
I really do love what they're bringing. And for Carly to say, let's stop band-aiding these things. Let's rip the band-aid off. Let's push for winning division or for Super Bowl. She wants to win. She don't want to just be on the sideline taking notes.
yeah,
She's serious about this. And I'm not saying that Jim Irsay didn't. It's just that he was, his health was bad and he was, going downhill. And we got a fresh set of eyes. 6 set of eyes.
yeah.
So have those guys, ladies, I'm sorry, have those ladies to push, to give Chris Ballard a push. Hey, go get this guy. Okay, people say it's overpaid. I don't care.
At least you're trying.
At least he's trying. That's what we've been saying. At least he's trying. I don't care. They could have gave 9 picks for Myles Garrett. I don't care.
Yeah.
The guy averaged 4 sacks a season and losing.
Yep.
So, what you got to say?
The three of us said this, like when this move first happened, like the very first conference or the very first presser that the three daughters had, the three of us came on and were like, yeah, they're not messing around.
Nope.
Like they're not joking. Like we're going to win and we're going to win soon. I didn't expect it to be year one, right? But I knew, like, in the back of their minds, like in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, these girls are not playing around and they're going to make this work. So
I mean, even Sauce Gardner, I don't know if you guys seen his presser the other day where he was like, "Hey, I only messed up one play." He's not counting the slip and fall, because he counted where I think he misread on Mooney, the Mooney guy. Was it Donnell Mooney, whatever
yeah,
play it was.
yep.
Other than that, he's like, "Hey, I learned this on the fly. I learned this amount of plays and the way we played in that game. My first game, with a new team against a new opponent with a short week. He admitted that, yeah, I made the mistake, but other than that, he played well. And then the interception they almost had, he was thinking 6. But that's any cornerback or any DB, they think that.
Yeah.
You gotta make the catch first before you think about the end zone. And
I still can't believe we got him, man. I'm still flabbergasted that we got him. And it's not we got like an older version of him. We got him at his prime
in a rookie contract, and
on his rookie deal.
his extended deal or a new deal begins with 2027.
Yeah, so you get all of this year. Like, he's only like $900,000 against the cap for the rest of this year, and next year it's only like $6 million.
7.
Like,
Was it? It's like 650,000 or 625,000 this year.
yeah,
Like $7 or $9 million next year.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's awesome, man. Like, we basically get a year and a half of great Sauce Gardner play. What is he? How old is he? 25? He's 25.
Yeah.
Insane. Like, I don't care what anybody says. That's worth 2 first round picks to me. The risk. And that's what Carly says, right? Like, don't band-aid it. I would rather risk it with the potential move. That's like, Sauce is not a band-aid option. That this is a long-term option. So I love it, man. I'm so excited.
Well, it's just the fact that you're ripping the band-aid off because you were band-aiding it. You're band-aiding it with, this is before Jalen Jones came back, but you had Mekhi Blackman, you had Xavier Howard, who retired week 4. You had undrafted free agent and Jonathan Edwards, who was decent. But those guys wasn't, nearly as what Sauce Gardner can bring to this defense.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about his side. I think he's only it's like 45% completed. I think it's 45. I think I'm just off the top of my head.
For the season?
I don't think he only allowed 45% completion on his side of the field, and I think he only the most he ever allowed for his catches was 2 this year.
45.5% reception percentage.
You see what I'm saying? You don't have
So
his side at all.
he only allowed 1 against Pittsburgh, 2 against Buffalo, 3 against Tampa Bay, 2 against Miami, but they only threw to him 2 times, right? 2 to Dallas, and then nothing against Denver, nothing against Carolina. And then last week he was 1 for 3, right? So, or not last week, but against the Falcons, right? He 3 targets, 1 reception.
Yeah, and so that side is on lock, and I'm okay with that. So to have that, like you said, and then you look at where will these draft picks fall at? It won't be falling in the top 15 unless we have a collapse, and then they'd be the worst trade ever. So I mean, for us, but not for them.
No, but that's the risk, right? Like that's the risk.
I mean, you can end up like, you can either go one way. It's like how the Titans traded to get Goff, but then the Titans they didn't reap the reward for that. They didn't get nothing out of that.
Yeah.
I forgot the players that they drafted, but none of those guys even with that team. And Goff, yeah, he's on another team, but he actually won a Super Bowl. Did he? No, he did not.
He went to a Super Bowl.
He went to Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots, but
Stafford
won a Super Bowl with that team. But yeah, and then I mean stuff like this. So I don't think about that, but we can go ahead and move to the next one, the X factors. We know what they have on offense and defense. We know what we have on offense and defense. And I like what Zaire said. I like what Cam Bynum said. And I like what all the guys said in their press conference, their presser today, or for the past 2 days, that they're going to have to see us as well. Everybody know that the challenge that they possess, but also the challenge that we possess. We 8-2. We ready to play as well. We got dogs on our side as well. But who's going to be our X factor on this team? We know JT is going to try to do his thing. He's right. He's still even after a bye week, he's still leading in rushing. We knew that already. But who would be our X factors to reach?
Mooney. I think Mooney's going to be an X factor. I think Mooney gets an interception this week.
Ooh.
Look, yeah, Mooney was out, but it's not like he was, like I said earlier, it's not like he was physically hurt, right? He had a head injury. And unless like something goes on with that head injury, he like gets another concussion, he's physically ready to go, right? And so, yeah, I mean he's got a few weeks out without being there. They're gonna try to test him early too, and I think he's gonna make him pay. I could see Mooney getting an interception this week.
I like that. So no JT, no Dane Jones, no Pittman or Alec Pierce, or no Tyler Warren.
Those are the usual suspects, right? Like, and wide receiver is so hard because it's never the same guy.
Never. It's always somebody different.
Which is great. That's a great problem to have, but it's never the same guy, right? Like for this week, for all we know, it could be Ashton Dulin, right? Like, and the Chiefs are not going to expect Ashton Dulin to do anything, but he's had a couple good plays on offense, right? And they can be like, you know what? We're going to use the speed of Dulin against and use their own
offense.
Yeah, we're going to use our own strength against them. We're going to go get this guy who can run a 4.6, 4.5, 40, give him a little screen pass, and we're going to make you try to tackle. I don't know. Could they do that? Maybe. I mean, we know Shane Steichen has been in his bag, and I think he's going to have something like he's going to pull something out of his sleeve this week because I do think he understands the situation here. If you win this game,
Yeah.
you effectively take Kansas City out of it. Like it is really really difficult for Kansas City.
So I
Right,
know we
it is
got
really
after the
difficult
Kansas
for
City game,
Kansas.
we got 4 AFC games left. That's the 4 games against our division.
Yeah, it's just really difficult for Kansas City to get back into the playoffs if they lose this week. They know what's at stake.
Well, they would have to win out. They would have to win out every game.
Well, I'm just gonna, let's just say they lose this week, right?
Yeah.
And then they do win out. Um, I'm just doing. We're doing a little friendly playoff machine here live, right? It's just give me a second. Let me push some buttons here. Yeah, they would have to win out, and that's just only clicking on their wins, right? They still need a lot of help. They would need to win out, and they would need a lot of help. So
Yeah,
you really
the Jags own the Jags own the head to head, and they still got to play the Texans.
They don't own any tiebreakers right now. Yeah, they really put themselves in a really difficult position because the only they don't own the tiebreaker against the Jaguars right now or the Texans,
Or
right?
Chargers.
Or the Chargers, unless they beat those 3 teams.
But the Texans, they haven't played yet. They haven't played Texans yet. They play Texans in 2 weeks.
Right. So, and I mean, heck, even the Texans are probably screwed by then if they don't win next week. So they both could be playing for their playoff lives.
But the Texans got to play tomorrow.
Oh,
So-
that's right. They do play tomorrow, don't they?
Yeah, so
Oh, that's gonna be. Oh man, I hope the Texans lose. That'll be so awesome.
yeah.
Who they play tomorrow?
The Bills.
Buffalo.
Oh,
With no CJ Stroud and a struggling offensive line.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
And the Bills been struggling, so they're gonna want to win too.
They didn't Sunday.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean they had a back and forth battle with Bucks, but like they need to keep winning.
Yeah, but look what Josh Allen had to do to win that game.
Doesn't have a thing.
He's not going to be able to do that every week. And
Yeah.
there's going to be teams that can score with them, and they're going to play teams that have good defenses. Like Tampa Bay's defense is not playing right now.
I mean, for the Texans, they do have a history of beating the Buffalo Bills. So that's what TJ. So I mean, we don't know what Davis Mills is gonna bring to this.
Can we address this comment real quick?
Go ahead. This right here. This one.
No. This last one from Teresa.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put it up. This one here.
No, the last one where the Texans back up. The next one.
Oh.
You see the one below that? There we go. This is the one. Can we stop doing this?
I've seen a lot of people say that over all the social media from Facebook, X. Davis Mills has been a starter before. I mean, yeah, he's a backup now, but he has won in this league, even though it probably wasn't meaningful wins. But he have won in this league. He's not better than CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we want to say that because he's with 2-0 and could potentially go 3-0. And CJ Stroud.
Who has Houston played the last 2 weeks?
Who?
Played the Jags and the Titans.
So what are we talking about? Like they're not, you don't be beating.
I blame the Jags and I blame Trevor Lawrence more than I blame Trevor Lawrence more than what the Texans did. I give Texans credit for winning that game, but Trevor Lawrence is the reason why they didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they lost to the Chargers.
I was hoping they lost to the Chargers, man. I was really hoping, but the Chargers are. I think like not having their tackles is starting to wear on them.
Yeah,
because their O line just can't hold up. It sucks for them, but their own line. Their line and their line just can't hold up. And Teresa, I'm not being mean. I was just like I've seen this everywhere, and
It's not it's the messenger, not actually her.
yeah,
Because everybody been saying it, so it's not really not you per se saying it. It's just that we've seen it for the
yeah,
past couple weeks.
yeah. Obviously, we see it in our battle group because it's a troll group, but I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it. And just reading it every time, just let's be honest here. Like if Davis Mills was the quarterback behind this offensive line the entire season, how many games did the Texans win? 2?
That's it.
Are these the only 2 games that they win? Like, yeah, no, Davis Mills is not better than CJ
Well,
Stroud.
I mean, you give them credit for beating bad, beat up teams.
Yeah,
Didn't
then you're
like
like, oh,
twice.
they haven't beaten anybody,
Yeah,
right? Right now, it's like Davis Mills is better, but if they don't win every game, or they win every game with Davis Mills, then the narrative changes, right? Oh, well, they haven't beaten anybody. So
I know we covered this already with Jeremy.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Teresa. I just wanted to get that out there.
It's
No
I
hard
mean,
feelings.
and I know Jeremy. He say he loves Sauce and the trade, uh, but he don't agree with the 2 picks. And, Jeremy, and I'm only we all been saying this. You trade away 2 first round picks, so at the rate that Colts are playing right now, we can win 2 3 more games and pretty much we're probably gonna be what 20 to 30, 32, 25 to 32 in the in draft order. I'm okay with that. And then the next year, are we expecting the team to collapse for 27? I say 15 to 32. We still come out better in my eyes because I don't expect us to just be comfortable with what we see this year. I think Chris Ballard or whoever the GM that runs the team will continue to add more pieces to the team that's already good and that's not wasting more prime years of DeForest Buckner, Kenny Moore, Zaire Franklin, who else? That's old Nelson, Smith. Think he on his last year. Stuff like those guys. I don't think they'll waste more years of these guys. They see an opportunity. The window is open to win a Super Bowl, to win a division, get some, go deep into the playoffs. I think that was the risk that you take, trading 2 picks. And AD Mitchell was a throw in. I don't think, and I don't think you get a premier corner, a lockdown corner for cheap. The price, the tax for that is what it's going to be. You don't get anything for free like that
Yeah.
ever. The Colts, I can't remember what the Colts gave up to get Booger McFarland a couple years ago to win that Super Bowl, but I'm sure that it was something that in lines maybe a second and third for a guy that was on a decent defense with Tampa Bay. But you don't get that. I mean, look what the Rams gave up to get Jalen Ramsey. I think it was
Yeah.
11 picks.
It cost the Colts a 2nd round pick. That was in 2006, 2007.
And 2nd round picks are good.
Right. And like those are valuable picks. Like that's in that time of year into that age, right? Like a borderline 2nd round pick could be
First,
a great developmental guy.
what
So,
was the details of the Ramsey trade? I know it was a lot. I think it's may have been 2.
Jalen trade to the Rams, right?
They give up a lot and they had to pay him.
Oh, let's see. Jalen Ramsey trade to Rams. It ended up being
And the Rams still won that trade. So because I think they got C.J. Henderson. I think the Jaguars got C.J. Henderson, who was a bust. I can't remember another guy they got, but
I'll find it.
go ahead. But did I leave you hanging, Austin?
About what?
X Factors.
Yeah, I haven't answered yet.
Go ahead.
I think McDuffie's going to be on MPJ probably for the most part. I just think Alec Pierce is going to have a few big plays. I think he's going to have a big game on the offense. And defense, like he said, if Mooney plays and then we have Sauce, I think Latu's gonna have a big game. I think he might get to Mahomes a few times.
Yes. And by the way, Latu has so far having a great season. 5.5 sacks, 2 picks. I think he's pressure rate is high as well too, which we knew that coming into the season with a new DC that will allow him to be him, allow him to play his game. And like Teresa said, no matter who we play, it's always going to get this credit. They're going to say, "Well,
Yeah.
5-5." I don't give a damn. It's the Chiefs. They got a good quarterback. They got a good OC, good head coach, and Steve Spagnuolo is pretty good DC. Might I add? He's a veteran DC. He's seen a lot of offenses in his days. I think was he on the team? No, never mind. Was he with the Giants a while back? Wouldn't have had Daniel Jones, or am I probably
Who?
in different eras?
Who?
The Steve Spagnuolo, or he been gone.
Mm,
He was on the Giants. He might have, I don't know if he was still there when Daniel Jones was there, but I can't remember the timeline. So
yeah, I don't remember. So the Rams gave up 2 firsts and a 4th. It's basically the same thing,
same thing. Yeah.
right?
much.
Like just equate AD Mitchell as the 4th round pick, right? And they'll, you know what that turned into? That's what I'm looking at right now.
TJ Henderson and somebody, I can't remember the other guy.
Yeah, so 2020 first was the one from the Rams. That was CJ Anderson.
TJ Henderson.
No, Kadeon Chason. That's who it was in 2020. And 2021, huh?
And Chason gone. LSU linebacker.
Chason, yep.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And then 2021 was Travis Etienne, who's still there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well that works out. Yeah.
And then what was the other one? A 4th in 2021, which is either I'm guessing is going to be Jordan Smith, who I don't know who that is. I don't think he's in the league anymore. No. Yeah, so it's a crapshoot, right? So it's a crapshoot.
With Austin saying that Alec Pierce having a big game, which I think he would. Also, number 2, not number 1 anymore, but number 2, Josh Daniels might have a big game because I like what the offense brought on in Berlin. I didn't know where Michael Pittman was. I thought he was just locked down. I think AJ locked him down. That's fine, but you had other guys that made an impact. I think this could happen the same way. It's the same way. Pittman gonna have 2 catches and 25 yards. The other guy's gonna have to step up. Tyler Warner gonna do his thing as well. But with AP doing this thing, she wants to know, do we sign him in the offseason? And I like how Michael Pittman has been advocating to sign this guy now because if he continues playing like he is, the price goes up.
Yep, it's gonna be expensive, man.
It's gonna be expensive.
I'm all aboard the Alec Pierce train. Right?
Yeah, sign him up.
He is no longer my 9-round merchant.
He still is, but I don't care. If it's working that way, I don't care.
Yeah, but he could still run. He can run other routes too.
But I'm saying we've seen still the same thing.
The 9-round. Yep. But
it's working.
He can run some other routes too, which is good. So he's definitely grown.
Yeah, gotta hope that we sign him soon.
Well, we have a lot that we got to look at in the offseason. We got other guys we got to sign as well. Nick Cross, we're probably gonna lose him. I don't want to lose him.
You don't?
He's been playing. He's been sneaky good.
We're playing well. Yeah.
Especially in the run game, he's been sneaky good, and he's at one point he led the team in tackles, but everybody is doing their share right now. So, and I think we can get him for cheap. I don't think we're going to get him for a big price tag. I know we got to sign Daniel Jones as well to a 35-40 a year deal, but we got to figure something out. We got to get AP. We got to sign him.
You only have 3 major contracts to address in the offseason. Pierce, Samson Abukum, which you can re-sign him for cheap.
Yeah.
And didn't Ryman just get an extension?
Yeah, he got one this year. off
Okay,
season.
so you only have two then.
Right.
You only have Pearson and Sampson.
Yeah. Hey, she said cookie. Yeah, I'm not having no more kids, so I let them two have that.
Austin, you need to smile more, bro. That's what she's saying. Be happy. Be happy, man.
Oh yeah, I mean he's happy. He posts a lot more than we do.
That's true. Yeah, I don't really post a lot on Facebook anymore.
But
I don't unless it's like life events, which I haven't had a lot of those recently.
y'all been going on vacations. You just want to post about
We post on Instagram, but that feeds into Facebook.
it. Gotcha. So we got the X factor for the game. With that being said, let's get into what we all been waiting for. Score predictions for this game, this Week 12 game in Arrowhead. We last time we was in Arrowhead, Marlon Mack went off. We had Jacoby Brissett. It was a Sunday night game, I think. We was heavily underdogs in that game, and we came out victorious. So we returned to Arrowhead again. New faces. We don't have Marlon Mack. We don't have Jacoby Brissett. We have Daniel Jones, and we have the leading rusher, possibly MVP candidate, in JT. But Austin, how are we feeling about this score prediction? I mean, you can throw a bold prediction as well. I mean, you can say, Alec Pierce have 300 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we said before I think it's gonna be a shootout. Like the Chiefs are a desperate team. I think it's gonna be high scoring. I don't know. It could go a lot of different ways. I'm gonna give us the win because I just want to, and I think it's gonna be 41-38.
oh my God,
Um, and yeah, like I said, I think Alec Pierce will be the X factor. So I'll say he gets 2 touchdowns.
I'm having memories reminiscent of the 40 game we had in the playoffs years and years ago. When he said that, I'm like, damn, that's that's a resemblance of that game. Harish, what you got going on, man? What's your prediction? Do you have us winning, losing?
41-38 wouldn't shock me. I mean, these are like two of the top scoring offenses in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that wouldn't surprise me. But I'm gonna go just slightly a little bit lower, and I'm gonna say that the Colts win 38-35.
You said it's lower. That's still high.
I said a little bit lower.
Oh, just a tad bit, 3 points off.
Yeah, a little bit lower.
Nothing wrong.
38-35, and this isn't a knock on our defense. I just think this is kind of like Austin said, right? Like the Chiefs are a desperate team, and they're also still a very good football team, right? I think where we're going to get them is I don't think the Chiefs are situationally great this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a situationally great football. What does that mean? Like, and certain there will be certain key moments, like a key third down or a key fourth down on defense or offense, where I just think we've played better in those moments this year, and I think that's going to help us carry over. I also think while we think like this is a game of desperation for the Chiefs, I think this is also like a really key moment in Shane Steichen's coaching career, right? Like you talk about taking this next step now, right? And getting a key win in Arrowhead, I think like elevates Shane Steichen. I think he's going to be motivated to win this game. I think Shane Steichen has some things up his sleeve. He's been saving for this game. I just think there's a lot of weapons on offense for this team, and I think there's still a lot of things that I think we're gonna see Shane release a lot of like interesting things over these next 4 weeks because of the opponents. Almost like he's been saving for this 4 to 5 game stretch.
and I don't want to be the outsider. I don't. I definitely want to be on the same page as you guys.
Listen, man, if you want to be the loser, then be the loser. It's okay. There's not everybody's a winner in life.
I've always been a loser, man. I've always been a
It's
loser. I've
okay.
always had the losing mentality.
We're here to pick you up. Don't worry.
He's got Alabama on his mind.
Yeah.
I do have them on my mind, but if you got one, smoke one.
Fair enough, friend.
Yeah, that's our national championship. That one at LSU, but
There you
I don't have us losing this game. I know I sound like I was depressed, but I have us winning in another close game because every game we have against the Chiefs are always close, except the playoff game we had in 2018, 2019. I have us winning in the close one, 31-27. That means our defense will have to stop. I think the last drive for them to go score, as they did last week against the Broncos. And then the week before that, I think our defense will do enough just to stop them from scoring. With the opportunity to have the ball last, possess the ball last, and I think our defense will do enough to capitalize on their shortcomings and get a win in Arrowhead and set ourselves up for the next 6 games on the second half of this season, where we can pretty much control our own destiny. So getting this win, I don't care if they're 5-5. I don't care about that. I look at them as that, their record is better than what the talent they have on their roster, the coaching that they have on their roster. So us coming out with a win, set ourselves up for huge success for the next couple, games, 6 games of the season, with only having like I said, 4 games, AFC games, and those 4 games are our division games. We can get 1 or 2 of those games, and that's pretty much over with for us AFC South division. So, yeah, 31-27. Colts win Arrowhead. I hope to be on this podcast next week celebrating this win against the Chiefs. My uncle is a Chiefs fan, so I hope my phone is not going off on Sunday. I hope that he's quiet because he's going to be at the game. I was supposed to be at the game, but I'll be at home watching it. So, on that note, guys, you have anything else?
No, I mean you got 7 games left. If the Colts, I think the magic number of games to win for the Colts now is 3.
And that's including Sunday? So it'd be
Yeah,
2?
including Sunday. Yeah, you have to win 3 of the next 7 minimum to win the division.
Well, you can't count. Well, are you counting the NFC? Or you just can't? Well, we'll have more wins, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying if you win 11 games, that's good enough to win the division.
Where is Jacksonville? I know they got a week game on Sunday. They got the Cardinals.
Current schedule is, or the current standings are, basically the Colts are 8-2. The Jags are 6-4. So if the Colts finish 11, let's just say they finish 11 and what would they be, 11-6?
Mm-hmm.
The Jags would have to win 6 out of the last 7. Or sorry, no, they have to win. They have to win out.
I guess they got to win all of them.
Yeah, they because there's they've played. No, they have to win 6 out of 7.
They can't lose to us. They have to sweep us.
They'd have to sweep us, right?
That's not happening.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jacksonville is 6-4. If you win 3 games, you basically Jacksonville has 7 games left. You basically have to. Jacksonville would have to win 6 games, and Houston would have to win 7 games. So Houston has no chance.
Yeah, well, tomorrow pretty much it's gonna be that.
If Houston loses tomorrow, they're cooked. So I think if we can win 3, we win the division. Now, if you're talking about keeping up with like the Patriots and the like for the 1 seed,
I ain't worried about that.
yeah. If you're talking about keeping up for the 1 seed, then you probably need to win 4 or 5.
I think we might need to win out. Honestly, the
Yeah,
Patriots don't play nobody.
The Patriots don't play nobody or Broncos.
Oh, the Patriots schedule gets a little hairy for like 3 or 4 weeks. I looked at their schedule.
They have the Ravens in there. I know that.
Yeah, and that again, that'll be like the situation we're in right now, right? Like they will play a desperate Ravens team. because the Ravens would be at that point. I think the Ravens are they're not gonna win. I don't know if they'll win out, but they've got a favorable schedule. But Patriots get Bengals, Giants. They have to play the Bills, Ravens, right? Like back to back. Like that 2-game stretch is probably where we can probably make up some ground because both of those teams will be desperate. And that's where I think we can make up some ground. So that's why I think if we win 5, which would put us at 13, that might be enough to win to get to 1 seed.
Winning 5. I mean, it can happen. It can happen. I don't think we sweep any of the divisions. I think we'll split. I've always said we'll split with one of those teams. Now, if we do sweep,
That's fine. If you split with both of those, you win the division.
Yeah,
as long as you don't get swept by the Texans or the Jaguars, you win the division.
Well, the Texans will be our last game. We don't need that game.
Yeah, I almost almost don't care what happens. And honestly, yeah. Now getting swept would put you in jeopardy of losing, right? Because it still goes overall record first.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I say even if you get swept by the Texans and the Jaguars, but you beat the Chiefs, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, and the Niners, you're still good.
Yeah, I don't want to. As a fan, I don't want to go into another season saying, "Hey, Texans swept us again."
Oh, I don't care about that. We won the division for the first time in like 87 years. So I don't care about getting swept by those teams. I do want to end the curse in Jacksonville.
She said we're going to finish 13-4. I'll take that.
If we only lose 2 games the rest of the way, sign me up, man. That would be awesome.
Fire in the hole. Come join me. Hey, I'm taking shots too, Teresa.
Yeah, if we beat the Chiefs, if we win the division, I'll take a shot.
We might get Austin to take one too.
No, Austin's like, nah, bro, we're not doing that. But yeah, I mean that's kind of what we're looking at moving forward.
On that note, guys, we can go ahead and get up out of here and wrap this up. And I know you got to show tomorrow, so I know you got to prepare yourself for who you got Saturday. But you can go ahead and explain. They can follow you. You can say, all those good things. Because I did hear some rumors that Sark is done, but you can address that.
Are you going to address it now?
I mean, you can let us know where we can,
yeah. You can find me at Uncle Gandhi. Of course, Thursday nights with my boy Tim Wayne, Longhorn Fan Battle Podcast. Here on YouTube, on Twitter. We're also on TikTok, and that community is growing. Sark came out today and said, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, cool.
So we don't have a Sark problem. We don't have a head coach problem. So if you guys were getting ready to celebrate that Sark is leaving Texas, it's not happening. But what we do have 2 very important games to finish the season out, regardless of what it does to us. I'm not even worried about the playoffs anymore. I just want to finish the season strong. And we'll just see where everything falls after that, right? Hopefully, Joey Aguilar can take care of Vanderbilt, right? That'd be nice. Hopefully Alabama doesn't. Maybe Alabama falls on its face against Auburn in the Iron Bowl. I'm not wishing for anything. I'm just saying, maybe things happen. We all know the Iron Bowl is really weird. Weird things happen. So we're just here to win games, man. Finish the season strong.
As a Bama fan, I am not looking over Auburn ever.
Who you guys play this week?
We got Eastern Carolina, something like that, I think. But yeah, as a Bama fan, I am not. Yeah, they are little brothers, but I'm not taking that lightly. They got that Oklahoma transfer quarterback who beat our ass last year in Oklahoma. I'm not. Yeah.
You guys playing? Are you guys in Auburn?
Yes.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to. We know. Yeah, I've seen some weird stuff in that game. So
was it last year or year before? No, year before that, you had that big 4th and 30.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
no,
2 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
So no, yeah. Very, very weird things happen. Yeah, Teresa, we will be on tomorrow, 9:30. Sorry, last week we had to make some adjustments, just some weird scheduling stuff. So we will be on tomorrow, 9:30.
You hear that? Yes, so yeah. Tune in. where he can, break down the Texas upcoming game. Y'all got a bye week? Or y'all
Arkansas.
Arkansas played LSU pretty good last week. By the
Yeah,
way.
they have a great offense. So it's a tricky game. It's a tricky game.
So, Austin, where can we find you?
You can find me on X at Cookie Austin 2.
Yep, you can find me on X at Who Is Y'all Senior. You can find my name on Facebook, X as well. Well, not X, but Instagram, TikTok. You name all those. You can find me on all those social medias. But you can find a podcast at Facebook, Twitch, X, and even YouTube at HS Mob Podcast, where you can like, subscribe, share, put that content out there for everybody to see us every week on Tuesdays at 9:30 Eastern time. I know today we went, but we had to change some things around. But Tuesdays are our normal days that we go live and give you all these Coast content. So tune in next week as we hopefully can celebrate this win against a team that we kind of own in the playoffs. Not playoffs, in the regular season every year. So tune in next week, 9:30 Eastern time, where we can celebrate this dub. But on that note, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here and see y'all next week. What a shoot.
On one house nap, it's a fact that I'm unstoppable.